Welcome back. We're here to do the Divine Feminine update. Yes, we cover these weekly. If you're new, a very warm welcome. And let's take a look at the energy for this week. Now, we'll give you the close-up view. We'll also give you the crowning energy. Now, it's interesting because the transits this month, especially with Chiron retrograde, they are going to bring us to maybe really critique things. We're also going to have a Mercury retrograde in the house of Virgo. So yes, we may be looking at our wellness, how we feel about ourselves, any critiquing, and spiritually what we put our energy into from a co-creative frequency. I do see Divine Feminine here looking at their lives of what they give and what they want to create very differently. Now, this can be a time of really moving away from particular individuals that we feel we do not resonate with. This also can be a time in which we may have those blasts from the past coming back. And we may be thinking quite critically, okay, is this something that I want? And I feel Divine Feminine's coming into this month quite cautiously, quite reserved, almost holding things back. I am picking up a surprise of some description. Now, this might have played out last month or it could be playing out this month. But I do directly feel from your reading there's a potential of having a few surprises. And I noticed as I was saying such, I saw the 155. So it can be quite large changes that are about to happen, either to you or the changes you are directly going to be making at a personal level. Now, again, as we're looking at this overall energy, we do see to the past position, we do have message for a rabbit. Now, we are in the beginning of the month, rabbit. We also may, in this past position, have some things that we were dealing with last month to do with tribe and family, to do with that inner child, but also there's a purity here. I do feel there is a brand new beginning, and it could be for some of you, move of home, change of home. It could also be where we are looking at our wellness. I'm noticing the card drops down to a 6, and we're really reviewing, we're really thinking. This can be a great time to review documents, to review our wellness, review how we feel to do with things, review if we're being too critical. Not to say we have been, but there's also a subject to do with communication, and it could be things that we're missing, things that we missed. We can get them as a psychic download, or again, we can have messages coming through from the past. And I do take this as a Mercury card, and I am sensing there's a possibility somebody from the past can be coming back, or we directly can be reflecting upon them. And again, I do feel there is going to be a surprise. Now, for some of you, it could be that you're wanting to achieve a revenge body. Now, it's a random statement. I'm just going to put it out there because it's one of the downloads I had. We have shock of the new. The 6th house can be enemies, people that are trying to sabotage us, how it makes us feel. It can be our bad habits and our bad patterns and things we want to change. Something is going to be music to your ears, though. And I do think this is very positive. In the direction in which you're going, you are going to make radical changes. We see the sunflower. The first thing I'm seeing from a spiritual point of view is the sun, which is, okay, what direction are we going? And I also feel you're like, okay, how is this going to turn out? Now that I'm getting some information coming through, now that I'm having these revelations, and I feel there's a lot to do with your higher heart chakra clearing at this point in time. And Mercury, I'm seeing in the throat, I'm seeing in the higher heart chakra, we do have some clearings going on. It can be that you need to eat food groups that are actually going to support such. But I do feel something is going to end up being music to your ears. You're going to have a lot of clutter, a lot of thoughts, a lot of changes. We currently have Jupiter and Gemini. That can also intensify things because we are already in that Mercury energy, and it expands things. It expands horizons, ideas, intellectual belief systems. And then we have Mercury retrograde. So don't be surprised if you do get overwhelmed, and maybe even journal. Journaling can really aid in this transition within your twin flame path at this point in time. There could be a dream that some of you are experiencing this week in the mix. It can transition over into the following week, or it could be something that you've already gone through. But I am picking up that they're mentioning and making reference to a physical dream. And you could be really thinking about it. Okay, that's really weird. It felt so surreal, so real. What is this? I also feel from a tune point of view, we have listen to the truth. Your instincts and vibrations will always pick up if somebody's lying to you. Separately, try to trust your instincts when it does come to these dream interpretations. We do have dream interpretations within our YouTube membership if you do want to come through and join. Although you can research them yourself. Otherwise, as I mentioned, you can come through and join the YouTube membership, which over the last few months, we have here and there actually done some dream interpretations. I do see that, yeah, the direction that you're wanting to go, the level up in which you're wanting to go, you're wanting everything to level up in your life. This could be your career. It could be having fun. It might be changing directions, getting into a position where you feel is safe and secure. You're wanting things to change. You're also going to be having a lot of information coming in this month, and it might be quite key to really listen for the truth, stepping back. Maybe it's almost like a metaphor of stepping back from the fire to let things cool down so that you can digest what's happened, so that you can digest how you feel, and then really interpreting the circumstance, but listening for tone, picking up on your sixth senses, I feel directly is going to help you. For some of you, there could be a telephone call, and this could be that you need to hear a person out. This could be your twin for some of you, and it may be that you, even a message, I'm hearing the term message bank. So it can be on message bank, it can be on messenger, but there appears to be that there is some communication coming in. And I do feel, again, a lot of you are going to be pretty busy. As we are looking to the bottom row, somebody from the past, you know, you could even be questioning, am I even in love with this path anymore? Do I want this? You also could hear some gossip through the grapevine, very separate to you, that your twin flame is single. And that's more for those of you that know that your twin is in a karmic relationship. There could be some information that either A, telling you, or you could be hearing it through the grapevine. And again, what you're not passionate about, you're really going to know. You're really going to be very decisive this month, but you may need to give it some time, because these things can have a side effect of our mind changing, and that is because we have Mercury retrograde. Again, we've got nonsense in the reverse here, and it just feels like whatever this is, are you going to require people around you to level up, but you're also wanting to level yourself up in some shape or form. It's almost leading by example. And I do feel that you are going to be quality assuring things. We can go into obsession with Virgo transits, so don't be surprised if you do experience some obsessive tendencies. But something you're putting your energy into, and I feel this is future tense, I feel you're going to give it your all. And I do feel you're going to be successful with what you pour your energy into. Interesting. Now, this may require commitment. This may require responsibility. We have I want to be queen. Now, the card's in reverse, so I'm going to clarify it. Again, I do feel it's going to be pretty important to see this transit through. And I feel you may be very undecided in the first week of August. You also, as an outcome card, it is a 6. I just feel there is a trust issue here. Some of you could be thinking, with everything that has been said and done, how can I move towards my twin? How can I lower the sword so that I can actually trust this person enough to let them in again? And I feel it's going to be through the actions and words. Notice how at the top row we did have the individual sitting with the seashell by the air drum, and it's like something is being exposed. But the thing is, when we listen to our bodies and we become accustomed to our feelings and acknowledging them, we're more in tune to how people speak, what the tone and vibration is, and sensing a truth or a lie. So I do spiritually believe many of you will know if this is going to ring true for you, if the individual in question is showing authenticity. And so try to not get too caught up in your head. See the circumstance through, see what it's providing in a sense of information, and go easy into it. Again, I do see you to be quite cautious, and it can be giving less to get more. And I feel that divine feminine is really desiring to take things slow. Although, yes, you do want that expansion. You do want things to move. I feel for some of you, you could have some information coming in, and it can be so shocking and exciting that you're almost like, oh, well, I don't want to get ahead of myself, because I feel you're being really realistic, especially all the maybe experiences you've had in the past, maybe the ins and outs. You're kind of like, look, I need to slow down here. I need to hear things out. I need to sit with it and sense. Some of you are trying to picture this moving forward, but these feelings that are coming in, I do feel they're quite new. I do feel ultimately you are going to have help. You're also going to be undecided about whether you want to get into a very serious commitment, or it could be you're just undecided and apprehensive. We're going to go into clarifying. Okay. What do we need to know about the shock of the new, please, for divine feminine in the first week moving through August? And yes, these energies can resonate longer. They also can, as you land on them, they can have synchronistic messages. Okay, there's a maturity here. There's a change. There's definitely a level up. Yep, transformation of all shapes. I do see some of you actually putting your foot down with particular individuals. Oh, this feels like you could be blocking a friend. Somebody who's been maybe sassing you, treating you disrespectfully. It feels as though you're shutting that situation down. Now, if you're not walking away from this direct individual, it feels as though you're just being very selective about what you absorb from them. Okay. What do we need to know about this dream for those that are receiving such at this time? Gosh, I feel some of you could be quite tired. It is to do with something that you physically believe in your subconscious. And so you're not technically surprised. Okay, these messages. Okay, now I understand what they're showing me. They could be showing you a circumstance that has been blocking them. It can be coming through in your dream state. This is so that when this individual comes in, any of the conflict that you need to hash out happens in the ethers. And it is to prepare you mentally so you're open for this union energy. But I do feel there is some transitions and changes. And it's almost like you're going to be thinking on this dream for a while. Be your own best friend. You could turn into a person that you trust. This could be for some advice. It might even be that you just want to tell them the type of dream that you had because it was really unusual. Okay, divine feminine is very sure how something's going to go. This card is to do with love in reverse. Some of you, like I said, I do feel you're going to be hearing of people breaking up. I also feel for some of you, it could be that you did come to a space that you were feeling your twin wouldn't leave a karmic cycle. Now, a cycle doesn't have to just be a romantic connection. It could be a working situation. It could be a family. Whatever that cycle is, it is showing that it's coming to an end. It is showing that the commitment is going to be proved to divine feminine. But some of you could be looking at this from a traditional perspective and be feeling that this is not possible. Your outcome card is because you didn't ask to be queen, you're about to become one. Love and light, we will check in with this energy next week. If you do want the next content for the following week, you can come through and join our YouTube membership. For more information, feel free to read the banner and the exit screen for more details. Take care, and I'll see you next week.